Good morning, everybody, or afternoon, depending on when you're watching. I appreciate you tuning in and joining us for yoga. And just a shout out to Debbie, Amy, Julie, and Doug, and anyone else who might be joining us this morning. We will go ahead and get started off in Shavasana. So lying flat on your backs. Just really tuning into your body. It's allergy season, so pardon my voice, and we're going to work on some facial pressure points for allergies today. So just really listening to how your body is feeling. Not just when you're lying in Shavasana, but during your practice and during the regular work week. Letting go of any thoughts that don't serve you for the next 30 minutes. Bring an awareness to your breath. How it feels on the inhale and the exhale. Trying to continuously make your breath deeper and longer. On your next deep breath in, we're going to take a nice full breath, filling up the bellies and lungs completely with air as slowly as possible. Then pause at the top of the breath just for a moment. And then exhale everything out, taking the belly buttons all the way to the spine to release that last bit of air. And then we're going to take a counted breath, inhaling slowly for 6. Inhaling 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause at the top of the breath. And then as slowly as possible, exhale everything out. Take one more counted breath at your own pace, counting to 6, pausing at the top, and exhale. And then very gently, you don't even have to open your eyes, just bringing an awareness back to your mat. We're going to take the right ankle, cross it over the left thigh, interlace the fingers behind the left thigh and pull it in towards the chest. Just breathing here. You can even rock gently in the hips, and you can make adjustments in how tight you pull the leg towards the body. Releasing the hands. What do you see on the opposite side? Left ankle over right thigh. Releasing the hands. rolling onto the right side. You can use a pillow or block underneath the head. And we're going to take the arms behind us, rolling the shoulders back, opening up through the chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Open the mouth and sigh. You can stay right here, or you can step that top leg and foot to the mat behind you and reach nice and long through the fingertips. Deepening the stretch. Exhale, release that leg down and the arms. We're going to rotate to the opposite side. Again, interlacing the fingers behind the back. Open up through the chest. Take a nice deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. And we can extend the stretch, reaching the fingertips out, releasing the hands, and stepping that top foot behind you. Exhale, slowly lower that left leg down, right hand to the mat, using it to push yourself into seated. Coming into our sits bones, making sure that they're planted on the mat. Rolling the abdomen in so that the sits bones are nice and planted. The chest is going to be lifted, imagining taking your heart to the ceiling. Shoulders are down and back. Take one nice deep breath. Press the index and middle finger together. Just gently resting the palms up on the knees. Move the thumb to the middle finger, medium pressure, nice deep breath in. And then release. We're going to take our index and thumb and doing somewhat of a pinching motion across the eyebrows. So the thumb is going to go right inside that brow bone. And whatever pressure is comfortable for you, not too hard. And with each breath, you're going to step the thumb out a little further along the brow bone. Do this. One for the middle, and then one more for the end of that brow. Indentation just below the nostrils, medium pressure, pushing in. Releasing there. And then we're going to go to the ears. So the first point we're going to go to is right behind the earlobe in that indentation. Again, index finger, medium pressure. Inhale. Above the ear, where the top of the ear meets the head. There's an indentation there, just below there. Pressing there. Inhale. Exhale. And then gently release the hands. We're going to take the fingertips into the scalp. So either almost acting like your fingertips are suction cups, moving the skin on the skull around, or you can then gently move the fingertips around, massaging through the head. Just helping bring that circulation to the top of the head. Spot that feels better than others. It's not every day you just sit and massage the top of your head. And releasing the hands down. Take the shoulders, shove them up to the ears. Bring them down the back. One more time. Take a nice deep breath in, lifting the chest. Exhale. Release. We're going to bring the palms to either side of you on the mat. So palms are down. We're going to keep the palms flexed as we slowly start to lift one arm. As if the palm is pressing against that parallel wall all the way up. Once you're here, tilt the head towards the opposite shoulder. Exhale, rotate the fingertips down, lengthen through the arm. Exhale, lower that hand down. Same thing on the opposite side. Flex the hand, slowly start to bring it up. Tilt the head towards the opposite shoulder. Exhale, rotate the fingertips down. And release. Now bring both hands from the mat up to meet. I'm keeping them pressed, palms away from you. Shoulders are still back, chest is lifted. On the exhale, rotate the fingertips down. Here, interlace the fingers, turn and gaze over the left shoulder, tipping the chin up. Inhale. Exhale, chin to shoulder. Bring your gaze back through center, over the opposite shoulder, tipping the chin up. Exhale, chin to shoulder. And bring your gaze back to center. Inhale, bring the arms up. Inhale. Exhale, fold forward. Stay here for one more breath. On your inhale, imagine that you're growing longer through the spine, lengthening, and then exhale, fold forward again. Trying to keep the sits bones planted on the mat. Inhale, coming up. Take the legs out low in front of us. Some hip openers. So cradling one foot, whichever one you want first, either in the crook of your elbow or holding up both hands, guiding the foot in hip circles. And lowering that leg down. Bounce out the knees, ground through the hip bones, chest is lifted, shoulders are down and back. Same thing on the opposite leg. Hip circles. Lowering that leg down. Bounce out the knees. Again, inhale, bring the arms all the way up, keeping the chest lifted so the elbows stay down. Turn the pinkies in, forward, fold. Inhale again while you're here, lengthening through the spine. Exhale, fold further forward. Inhale, coming up slowly. We're going to come up onto our knees. Keeping that left knee planted, bring the right foot up, heels in line with the knee, and rotating this right thigh externally to the body to keep the knee aligned over the toes. Inhale, reach up over with the left arm. someone's pulling your arm. And you'll come all the way up. Bring the left hand down to the mat, reach over through the right. And then bring the hands down in front of you. For cat-cows here, around the back of the chin. Inhale, cow, drop the tummies. Shoulders come down and back. Make sure the toes aren't grinding into the mat. Lower that right foot. Raise the left. We'll do the same thing. Gently resting the left arm. Reach over with the right. Stretching through that arm. Reach. Making sure that this left leg and thighs rotated. Putting it out. Inhale, come up, right hand to the mat, left reaches over. Slowly coming back down, bring the hands in front of you, making sure that each movement is active. So your hands aren't just holding the body up and you're sinking. They're actually pressing in, palms into the floor, like you could grow your fingers through the floor, round the back, tuck the chin. Inhale, cow, lower the tummy. One more time each way. Exhale. Inhale, cow. Lowering this left leg down. Coming into tabletop. And we're going to take this right arm, right hand. We're going to rotate the right fingers externally until the fingers point towards the knee. And we're just going to gently sink back into the hips, put a bend, slight bend into the elbow, and lift the palm off the mat just for a finger stretch. Slowly coming back up, releasing the hand and fingers forward again. We'll do the same thing on the left. Turn the fingers back towards the knee. Sink back slightly, lift the palm. Sink down into child's pose, taking the hips to the heels, forehead resting on the mat, gently rocking left and right. Coming up onto the forearms and the top of the head for a little neck stretch. Be gentle here. Exhale back down to the forehead. See if you can walk the fingertips further. Inhale, come up onto all fours. Or thread the needle. Inhale up the right arm. Exhale, thread this right arm underneath. Come down onto the right shoulder, right temple. Inhale up the left arm. Stacking the shoulders. Lowering that left hand down to the mat, pressing up, and then the left arm. Open up towards the ceiling, and then thread through left shoulder down, left temple down. Inhale the right arm, reach. Stacking the shoulders. Then bring the hand down to the mat, pressing back up into neutral. Take the palms one step forward, hinge at the hips, lower all the way down. Pull the right shoulder up to the ear and down the back. Left shoulder. Both shoulders. Inhale up into mini cobra. Exhale back down. Inhale up full cobra. Palms right under the shoulders. Lifting through the chest. Shoulders are down and back. Exhale, child's pose. And when you're ready, curl your toes under and come into downward facing dog. Pedaling up the feet. Lift the right leg up. Reaching through the toes. Gaze at the space between your hands. Step that foot there. We're going to stay in a lunge. So So coming up, when you're ready, keeping the back toes pointed forward and the back leg engaged. Still, this front leg is rotated externally. It helps you keep off of your toes, keep the knee in line. We're just going to interlace the fingers behind the back, open up through the chest, lifting the chest towards the ceiling. Gently releasing the hand. We're going to do a twist here. So the left hand is going to come down in front of the knee. Twist. Open through the shoulders. Right arm reaches up. Your gaze can be to the side wall or to the upper hand. Lowering that hand down to the mat. I'm going to bring the right hand to the center of the mat. Back heel goes down, heels turn out to a 45. Left arm reaches up. Press into the front. Reach up through the left. Exhale down. Inhale, press up. Exhale down. Inhale, press up. Exhale down. Hands come down to front of the foot. Lower down onto the back knee. Flip the back toes out. Heel toe that right foot to the edge of the mat. You can stay right here or roll your foot to the outside edge and come down onto your forearms. Just breathing here for a moment. Working at opening the hips. If you feel tightness, imagine that each breath is bringing space into that tightness and opening it up. Back up into long arms, heel to that right foot over towards the left wrist, come into pigeon, lowering down, keeping that back leg rotated internally so that the hips go forward. Sometimes it's easier on one side than the other. You can come down onto your forearms or stay upright. Ready, take this top hip, roll it back to the floor, bring the right foot to the inside of the left thigh, reach overhead with the right arms, tucking through the shoulders. Inhale, bring the hands back to the top of the mat, coming back into downward facing dog, pedaling the feet. This time, left foot is going to go straight up to the ceiling. Gaze at the space between your hands, step forward. Staying in a forward lunge. Keeping that back leg active. Interlace the fingers. Open up through the chest. Hands, moving the right hand in front of the left leg, twist, stacking the shoulders, slowly coming back down, and moving the left hand this time in front, turn the back toes out, bringing that foot to a 45, heels are in line, right arm reaches up, press into that front foot and reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, press, reach up. Exhale down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale down. Bring both hands down to the mat. Turn the back toe forward, come down onto the back knee. Hook the back toes out. Heel toe out, left foot to the edge of the mat. Coming into the lizard pose, you can stay here. Rotate to the outside edge of the foot and come down onto the forearms. it in here. Slowly come back up into long arms. Heel toe that left foot over to the right wrist. Come into pigeon again, opposite side. Back leg rotates internally so that the hips turn forward. Slowly rotate that back leg, toes up. Left foot comes to the inside of the thigh. Reach overhead. You're stacking through the shoulders here. Inhale, bring the hands back to the top of the mat. Come to downward facing dog. Pedal out the feet. Hop, step, or float forward. Heel toe the feet out wider than hip distance. Use the two piece fingers. Grab your big toe, cap it with your thumb. And on the exhale, pull the chest down towards the thighs. Letting the head hang heavy. Inhale, take the hips straight up. Put the stretch in the arms. Exhale, bend the knees. Pull the chest down. Inhale, hips come up. Exhale, pull the chest down. Inhale, hips come up. Release the hands from the feet. Grab opposite biceps and just let the head hang heavy. Maybe swing the arms left and right. Gently shaking the head. No, I'll not have negative thoughts and negative speak. Shaking the head, yes. I'll have positive thoughts and positive speak. Lowering the hands down to the mat, heel toe the feet into center. Inhale up, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Palms meet, hands come to heart center. Let's find mountain pose here. So grounding through the balls of the feet and the heels. Rotating the inner thighs towards the back of the room. Shoulders are down and back, chest lifted. Fingers reaching to the floor. Chest and heart to the ceiling. And as if you can grow from the top of your head and the bottoms of your feet. Bring awareness to your breath, taking a nice deep breath in. Open your mouth and sigh. Inhale. Bring the arms all the way up, palms meet. Hands come to heart center. Balancing on the left foot, we're moving the right foot into tree pose. You can bring it at kickstand, calf, or all the way up to thigh. Once you're balanced here, opening through the palms. Growing your tree. If it's there for you, lifting arms up. Slowly bring the palms together. Hands to heart center. Release the leg. Lower everything down. Pedal out the feet. And do the same thing on the opposite side. Balancing on the right foot. We're going to bring the left leg up into tree pose. exhale, bring the arms all the way up. Reverse swan by forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left, vinyasa, up dog, downward facing dog. We'll do a little flow here, just to warm up the bodies. Inhale, up halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees, sweep the arms all the way up. Hands towards center, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left. Vinyasa. Exhale, downward facing dog. Hop, step your foot forward. Inhale, up halfway lift. Exhale, fold the knees. Sweep your arms all the way up. Palms and the hands to heart center. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left. Vinyasa. Up dog. Downward facing dog. Last time, hop, step your foot forward. Inhale, up halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Bend the knees. Sweep the arms all the way up. Hands to heart center, forward fold. Inhale, up halfway lift. Exhale, hands to the mat. Right leg, left. Vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Slowly roll all the way forward and lower down from plank down to the mat. Taking the arms along behind you. We'll set up for locust pose. When you're ready, reaching up, lifting the chest off the mat and back with the hands. You can lift the lower legs off the mat if you don't have lower back problems, otherwise leave them to the floor. You can even interlace your hands for a deeper stretch. Exhale, release everything down to the mat. Windshield wiper the legs, left and right. And then lowering the legs down. Bring the palms right underneath the shoulders. Press all the way back into child's pose. Breathing here. You can take the hands to the heels. Let the arms fall to the floor. Seated. You can do one seated twist. Forward one to the cool down. So planting the sits bones. We're going to bring the left leg over the right. The right leg can stay long. Or you can bend behind you. The right hand comes down behind the back. Inhale up the left arm. Exhale, elbow in front of the knee, turn, gaze over the back shoulder. Gently release the legs, reversing the twist. Left leg can stay long or come behind you this time. Inhale up the right arm. Turn and gaze over the back shoulder. Slowly release. Coming back to center. We're going to lower down onto our backs and set up for bridge pose. Down, making sure your fingertips can touch your heels. And when you're ready, lifting your hips off the mat. Interlace the fingers behind you. Roll the shoulders under. Lift the tummy. Gently releasing the shoulders and hands, coming down one vertebrae at a time, slowly. Untapping the hips 3 times at the bottom to release negative energy. And we'll come into happy baby, grabbing the insides of the feet, driving the knees down on either side of the chest, gently rocking left and right. Releasing the hands from the feet, taking the feet straight up to the ceiling. Reverse, like legs up a wall. You can use a block underneath the low back if that feels better. Imagining as if you were in halfway lift. Back is nice and long. Feet are planted on the ceiling. Slowly lowering the legs down, planting the feet on the mat or removing the block. Heel toe the feet out just as wide as the mat, keeping that left foot planted. Drop the right knee into center. Bringing the right leg up, planting the right foot, and dropping the left knee into center. Heel toe the feet together. We're going to come into supine twist. So bringing the right leg over top of the left. Both legs fall to the left. Take your gaze to the right. Bringing your legs back to center. Reversing the twist, left over right. Both legs falling to the right. Take your gaze to the left. into reclined butterfly. Feet together, knees falling apart. Just again, while you're here, bringing your awareness back to your body. Allowing the hips to relax. Each exhale, falling heavier onto the mat. Of the mat, letting them fall open, palms up, roll the shoulders under, take the chin down just slightly. If a thought comes into your mind, acknowledge it, but let it pass by. Maybe taking your awareness back to your breath, or touching your thumb to each one of your fingers. Allowing your entire body to fall loose and completely relaxed on the mat. With each exhale, falling heavier, releasing tension. Slowly bringing your awareness back to your mat. Be wiggling your toes, touching your thumb to each one of your fingers, taking a full body stretch like you do first thing in the morning. Gently rolling onto your right side in fetal position. The reading for today. Pushing ourselves can become so habitual that we deny ourselves any feelings of satisfaction, no matter how well or how much we do. The urge to try harder, do better, or do more keeps pushing us on. It doesn't let us rest. We still feel it isn't quite good enough. If you've been pushing yourself that hard, you may need more than a coffee break. Take a real break. Give yourself permission to put that drive aside. Quiet that part of you that wants to do more, be more, accomplish more. Learn to value how well you do things, even if no one else sees or appreciates your effort. Applaud your own efforts and the efforts of those you love. For today and for 1 week, instead of demanding more from yourself, tell yourself how well you've done. For today and for a week, instead of demanding more from those around you, tell them that they are doing well too. Gently using your left hand to push yourself into a seated position. Hands to heart center. Almost you have 2 energy sending breaths. On your first breath, seeing someone in your mind's eye who needs a healing energy, inhaling that person into your heart and showering them with beautiful golden light. And on our next breath, we'll take our own. The light in me sees and honors the light in each one of you. Thank you for sharing your practice with me today. Namaste. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend and a good week ahead, and I'll see you next week.